Hello, hello, hello. It's your boy Funny Man. What is going on, everybody? It is currently 11:22 where I'm at. The season just dropped. I don't have time to play it yet. I gotta fucking go to therapy and take care of my mental health. But just real quick, I want to go through and see what the hell the new season's all about. So they finally dropped kill cams. Okay, so I'm really glad that this happened because now I can finally actually can see if someone was cheating or if I'm just trash. I know most of the time I'm just hot garbage, but there are some times where this shit is a little sussy-wussy. Really glad that they finally dropped this. I assume it's going to be a little buggy to start off with, but hey, it's going to be better than nothing, and at least I can confidently say that that motherfucker was cheating instead of just going, skill issue. Let's be fucking for real though, it's still going to be a skill issue most of the time. Moving on, they now have the improved match recap, so we're rolling out a brand new match summary screen for World Tour Ranked and Quick Cash with more modes to come. It features a timeline graph of important scoring events. You'll also be able to see a personal breakdown of your own performance with ratings across combat, support, objective, and more. You'll see how it all played out in your own contribution to the team effort. Rise to the challenge and aim to be spectacular, and should you successfully end around with nothing but S ranks across the board, tag us and let us know. Hey, honestly, that sounds great. You know, I really like when games add more in-depth ways to see how you did compared to the other people on your team or in the lobby. So really love to see that W change. It's not a huge one, but it is a good one. Moving on, we got two new weapons. So sorry for everybody who wanted to see a 12-16 episode, but you know the old saying, make hay while the sun shines? Yeah, well, we're gonna make hay with one of these two things next week and the week after, and then we'll get right back on track with all the other weapons that have been out for a while. So the big fucking revolver titan, that's gonna be my name for it. I don't give a shit if they come out with what that acronym actually stands for. High caliber manual revolver. This kind of looks like the Ranger Sequoia from Fallout New Vegas, if you've ever seen that. And we got the P90. Love the P90. You know, it's great in pretty much every game it's in. Oh, and Mrs. Funny is calling me. One second, everybody. Moving on to the weapon system, more integration about their new weapon system that they've been talking about. I don't really understand what it's all about. Apparently it's to help remove bugs from the game and to remove any glitches like that from happening. I'm an IT guy. I don't really understand that side of things. You know, coding and development is a whole other beast that I, quite frankly, do not have the attention to detail for. But hey, if it improves the game, it improves the game, and thumbs up from Funny. Dematerializer improvements. We reworked the dematerializer to be more reliable when opening and closing wall segments and to provide a more accurate aim when it comes to aiming your wall removal. We've also added an off-screen indicator that will help other contestants know when a wall has been opened nearby to them. Okay, all right, not a bad change. I mean, it might make dropping some people through the floor a bit more difficult if they can see it coming, but yeah, I mean, I don't even know if that's really what they're saying here, so we'll see how it ends up in game. Grenade indicator. I don't know how I feel about that. The finals is a chaotic ass game, and part of a chaotic ass game is being able to sift through all the chaos and know what you need to pay attention to and know what you don't need to pay attention to. A grenade indicator is basically telling me, hey buddy, pay attention to this. So I don't know how that's going to really fare out. You know, maybe it'll be fine, maybe it won't. To me, this kind of just acts as a frag nerf. Smooth destruction, they're improving the destruction. Oh, so when big things fall on top of other big things, those big things are going to break now. That's lit. I love that. Kyoto upgrades. All right, what did they do to our least favorite map in the game, everybody? As destruction keeps evolving across the arenas, and Kyoto is the latest to get an upgrade. Buildings now collapse and connected chunks of debris that are easier to climb and traverse. That's good because if you've seen any of the games recently, when we played on stream or in some of the videos, when the pagoda falls, like the big pagoda in the middle of the map, when that thing falls, it's fucking impossible to move through. Kyoto also received design improvements, extra jump paths, provide faster access to key areas, reduce need for movement gadgets, interior layouts have been simplified, basements have been split up with walls. Oh, fan-fucking-tastic. I was so sick and tired of ancient Japan having unfinished basements. And on Monaco, we've applied what we've learned from our most recent maps to Monaco suspended structures. They're now built as larger gameplay spaces with improved accessibility, creating more room for action and better flow. Across all maps, you'll see new branding that amps up the excitement for the competition. Just like when the Olympics or World Cup takes over a city, every arena is being transformed with fresh banners and energy. Okay, well that's cool. You know, just some design updates, you know, we love that. And the two sponsors are going to be Holto and Trentia. Yeah, and it looks like it's just those two. Now, I did say in my previous video that I wanted there to be 3 sponsors, kind of like there were in previous seasons, just because you know, like the head-to-head versus Vaya and CNS, you know, that was like a thematic thing that I thought was really cool. But shit, if the Sun Warriors are about to start beefing with the Citrus Crusaders, then by all means, I'm happy to pick a side. Season 8 Battle Pass, shit's gonna be lit in there. We'll go ahead and take a look once we can get into the game. Playstyles, this doesn't really affect me because I'm not a new player, but for new players that are coming in, it'll probably help them. I mean, shit, maybe I can get my brother to play this game again. He's a fucking Call of Duty head who doesn't like playing anything but, so hey, maybe this will get him back on the game, but we'll see. A new tutorial updates, gotta love that. Improve the new player experience. A new dummy challenges. See, I mentioned yesterday that I wanted to see more of the practice range challenges, and damn it, they did it. Hell yeah, I can't wait to check that out later. Rookie contracts, again, doesn't really affect me because I've been playing this game for a long periodically time, but love to see new things for new players. Faster boot times, that's fantastic, you know, and you mean hell, even though this PC is kind of nice, you know, I did buy a pre-built so I don't have top of the line shit in it, so hey, any improvement that'll optimize the game better, we love that shit. They've added earrings, hell fucking yeah. You guys have never seen it before because I'm always wearing the beanie, but your boy does wear earrings, so can't wait to put some black studs on my fucking personal outfit and have it just be the most accurate version of me possible. And effects, so I guess I can have purple sparkles around me while I'm running around in a red outfit. Hell yeah, I love mismatching colors. Head-to-head is here to stay. I kind of thought that that was going to be the case. I mean, I did mention yesterday that I thought it was kind of lackluster as an LTM, but Team Deathmatch ended up sticking around when it was an LTM, so I guess head-to-head sticking around too, that's not unforeseen. So I guess some good stuff there. Team Deathmatch on Bernal. I mean, hey, I never really play Team Deathmatch anyway, but hey, if it's on more maps, then fantastic. The one time in every blue moon that I play it, I'll maybe have a chance to play it on a different map. And the big one, say goodbye to terminal attack. Now, you know how I just said make hay when the sun shines? I fucking didn't. I had a whole video planned out for the finals, least played, forgotten mode, and you know, what's the game mode like? Is it worth your time? All this and that and the third, and it was gonna be fucking legendary. I wanted to get, you know, a couple of the people that I play with, you know, I wanted to get my girlfriend in there, I wanted to get Rat in there, Can't Stop Chica, and maybe Saki, you know, for all those of you who've seen him on stream. I wanted to get everybody in there so that we could run some terminal attack and maybe just get a good sense of how the game mode plays when you have an actual team that's communicating with each other, because the rando Calrissians, they don't fucking talk. Nobody talks to a rando in this game. But unfortunately, it looks like that video is just gonna have to wait until I have 10,000 people watching me and I can get enough people in here for a private match. I don't know. Let me know down in the comments if you'd be down to run some private matches while we go on stream sometime. A new soundtrack. The music is always dope. I assume that we'll hear it when we get in the game for the first time. Mouse and keyboard for console. That's cool. If I was still playing on the Series X, that'd probably be a cool change. Although if I was still playing on the Series X, I'd still be playing on controller anyway. So doesn't affect me, but good for you console players out there. Twitch drops. Again, I don't stream on Twitch because I feel like growing on Twitch is a dead mission. Like, there's no discoverability on there, so I don't stream on Twitch. There's not even really any discoverability on Kick either, so I might stop streaming there if nothing changes about that, but we'll see. We'll see. The Grand Major, with the arena set for the grandest competitions, we're also setting the grand stage for our first ever major. The 16 strongest teams across the world will travel to DreamHack Stockholm to settle the score and see who's the best of the best and will be crowned champion of the arena. Our closed qualifiers featuring full studio production, top talent from the community, and the strongest 16 teams from the EMEA and NA take place on September 20th and 21st when we find out which teams qualify to the Grand Majors. Good on everybody who's going to that. If you've seen my streams or seen my gameplay, I'm a gold player. I don't qualify for this shit. Honestly, my time is better spent making content to laugh at than trying to be dope, because I just ain't there, my guy. But all right, moving down to the balancing changes. Frag grenades added the in-world grenade indicator. Again, that's kind of a nerf, so not loving that, but whatever. H+ infuser decreased healing per shot from 15 to 14. The infuser was still slightly outperforming other healing items. The f you mean slightly? This shit was washing every other healing item. They were dog walking the healing emitter and the beam. So you cool, it caught a little bit of a nerf, but the difference between 14 and 15 isn't all that much, so I'm still probably going to be able to heal. Actually, you know what? Hold up. 280. Okay, so I can still full heal a medium and mostly heal a heavy with just what we've got in the healing infuser now. Okay, what was it before? 300. Okay, so I still couldn't full heal a heavy back then, but the difference is 20 health. That's like one bullet. Oh no, they can take one bullet less once I heal them up from full. Yeah, no, that'll make a big difference. Thermal vision temporarily disabled. Honestly, I kind of like that. I fucking hate thermal vision, and anybody who just pops smoke and sits in it, you're either hurting your team or you're farming for kills or you're doing whatever, and just it wasn't fun to play against. So for now, good riddance. Increase the damage of the Crane's Wrecking Ball from 10 to 75. Why was it so low? Was the Wrecking Ball made out of styrofoam? Was it the one Miley Cyrus previously sat on and it's just too scared to do its job now? I mean, kudos to that Wrecking Ball for still showing up to work after suffering through such conditions. Dematerializer decreased the number of charges from 3 to 2, added new functionality which now remembers exactly which wall segments were dematerialized when a charge was used. These segments are now grouped together, and if any of them are rematerialized, everybody in the group will also be rematerialized. That's good. I think that's a good change. Added a vignette to the screen that will be displayed when a wall segment is dematerialized near a player just outside their field of view, so the players are now better aware of what's happening to them. Okay, all right, yeah, see, I don't like that. That takes away the need for you to listen to what's happening and just go,
look over here.
It is more new player friendly, but come on. Added a new dematerialize effect on walls when activated, adding a slight delay before the wall segments become fully transparent. So you made dematerializing slower is what I'm reading. I don't know if that's actually what happened, but if that is what happened, I don't think I like that very much. Added a new vibration effect to dematerialize wall segments, which will start to play just before the wall segments will automatically rematerialize. Okay, that's cool. I do think that it's nice to have an indicator of when your wall is going to come back up, because I can't tell you how many times I've been trying to chase someone through a wall and then it just blocks me from going through. Guardian turret decreased cooldown from 40 seconds to 35 seconds, decreased cooldown when retrieving the turret from 20 seconds to 17.5 seconds. I mean, no shit, the turret is underused. It sucks. Healing beam increased healing rate from 40 per second to 46 per second. Okay, now that's a good buff. That's a good buff. That would make me want to use healing beam more. Increased cooldown when missing a target on the winch claw from 7 seconds to 10 seconds. Increased cooldown when successfully hitting a cash out station or contestant from 14 seconds to 18 seconds. And increased cooldown when hitting all other player object types from 7 seconds to 14 seconds. Yeah, I kind of knew a winch nerf was coming and I do like it still, and this probably won't end my use of the winch, but it is going to make for some interesting trade-offs that you got to think about when you're using the winch claw now. 50 akimbo decreased fall off minimum range from 35 to 32 meters, giving the weapon a slightly shorter effective range. Decreased the fall off max range from 42.5 to 39. Yeah, so they decreased the overall range on the 50 akimbo. A small increase on the damage to the CBO1 repeater. A dual blades increased how quickly sprinting is re-enabled after the second attack animation begins by 25 seconds. Increased how quickly sprinting is re-enabled after the third attack animation begins by 15 seconds. So you made it easier to Naruto run around. That's cool. That works. LH1 buff from 42 to 44 damage. That's cool. Pike decreased damage from 50 to 48. Ooh, Pike nerf. Come on, dude. Like, this is what I'm talking about. Instead of just buffing the other medium weapons to make them more in line, you just nerf the ones that we can still use. Why? Please don't. Decrease damage fall off minimum range from 45 to 40 meters, giving it a slightly shorter effective range, and increase damage fall off multiplier from 0.75 to 0.8, meaning the weapon now does slightly more damage at range. This is somewhat offset by the reduction in base damage. I mean, you decrease the damage of the gun. You just did. Increase the size of bullet dispersion when firing from the hip, especially while crouching, making the weapon less accurate when not aiming down sight. Bruh. The Pike was the one weapon that still felt really good to use on medium. Why would you do this? Is this to force us to play the P90? Which, I mean, I'm gonna do it, but I'm not happy about it. Or rather, I should say I'm not happy about the Pike getting nerfed. I really like the Pike. I don't use it every time I play, but it's a weapon that frequently popped up in my rotation, and seeing it get nerfed like this. Riot Shield decreased maximum attack speed of an attack's lunge from the target from 10 meters to 7 meters. Okay, so slower lunge. Decreased minimum speed on an attack's lunge from 7 meters to 5.5 meters per second. Decrease the trigger range of the attack's lunge from 4 meters to 2.5 meters. Okay, all right, so you nerf the Riot Shield, good. Keep going. Content and bug fixes, added career levels up to level 500 and rebalance the tiers from bronze to amethyst. Okay, all right, well that's cool. A controller, add more rumble things, contract, add a rookie contracts, like I said, and a lot of these things. Ooh, added 4 more outfit slots. Hell yeah, keep going. Fortnite gives us 100 outfit slots and I still need more on there. So, I mean, shit, with the amount of OCs I have in this game, we need more slots. Character effects have now been split from their headwears into its own customization slot. That's cool. Ballistic masks can now be worn with hoods. Hell yeah, we love more things being compatible with other things. Increase hitbox size on a couple of these, making them easier to shoot and destroy. Updated the placement and duration of the smoke's blocking volume, which hides enemy players. This should now better match the visual effects of the smoke. Good. Wait, what? They removed terminal attack from private matches too? I get removing it from quick play because nobody was playing it, but private matches too? Updated the dummy behavior to enable them to fight back against some gadgets and deployables. That's a good change. And then they've added some general stuff for the maps. That's a lot of words. Too bad I'm not reading them. Updated the matchmaker to put more emphasis on separating pre-made parties and solo players in matches for World Tour, Power Shift, and Quick Cash. Wait, do my eyes deceive me? Does this mean that as a solo queuer most of the time, I'm gonna have a way better time in World Tour? Yeah, W change. Okay. So lots of stuff here, lots of words that I'm not reading. I'd say overall, this is a really good update. Let's see if I can actually get into the game just real quick so that I can test some stuff out in the practice range. All right, so let's just go through the ranked rewards. This is the first time I'm booting into the game this season. So you guys see right here, I got my gold charm because we did not make it to platinum. Rip. A gold CL40 skin, another skin I won't be using because fuck the CL40. 250 multi-bucks. Season 7 emerald sticker. Season 7 emerald weapon charm. Emerald deagles. Season 7 quick play gold. Season 7 quick play gold charm. Varsity jacket from quick play. Ooh, this lobby screen is fucking tight, yo. So they're making this a tough choice already. So the Holto sponsorship stuff ends with a sledgehammer skin. Dude, I was excited until you got to there. All right, let's see how Trentia. What the kind of fruit is that? That looks like the goddamn thing at the start of Resident Evil 5 that they put in the people's mouths to turn them into zombies. I ain't eating that shit. Trentia pants, Trentia jacket, Trentia jumpsuit. Ooh, I do like the mask. And yeah, it's no shot. I'm going with Trentia this season. Look at these. Dude, I'm in love. Go ahead and feed me that mutant fruit. I don't give a shit. Just give me those deagles at the end of the season. I went through each of the items in the battle pass individually, and in order to stop this video from becoming 30 minutes long, I'm just going to give you the short version. Everything in the battle pass this season is really great. I like it. I'll be buying it. As per usual, let's get on with the show. Wait, what is this? The Mischief League? Goddamn, I'm going to have to buy Mrs. Funny this whole skin pack. Depth charger said, hello, Mr. Under the Sea Man. Okay, that just looks like you're drunk without the suit on. I'm fanned, Chad. Yeah, buddy, go home. Yeah, Rusty AK. Okay, I don't know if I like that. I'm imagining the barnacles touching my fingers and having anxiety, so yeah, maybe I won't use that. Oh, but I can finally get receipts for everybody I kill with the ARN. That's cool. I don't love that enough to buy it, I don't think, but we'll see. I have weak will at many points throughout the season, so we'll see. But we are just gonna hop in the practice range real quick because I am running out of time, and it looks like the practice range got some more revamps. Okay, I kind of like the repainting they did. Hold the f up. So let's see this. Big f***ing revolver does that as a body shot, so 2 body shots to kill a light. But then what about a heady doesn't deal that much more damage? I don't know if I like that. Hold up. Let's see this. 3 on a medium. Let's look if we get a head and a body. Yeah, no, you need to get 2 headshots back to back with that. Okay, so that's something. Meatloaf Meister needs 3 headshots, so we all know that he's gonna need like 5 body shots. Okay, 4. And the P90, oh, it already comes with a sight? Oh, that's gonna be so nasty. Just go ahead and hit this real quick just to see. Don't reload too early. No one saw that. Geez, this is the easy. Did they make these dummies harder? So the P90 does feel pretty good. It is kind of low damage, so we're gonna have to see how that really ends up turning out. Now let's test out the Ranger Sequoia. Okay, you can cancel the reload by shooting mid-reload. That's good to know. Okay, 3 headshots. That's also good to know. from what I am seeing, this gun is going to be pretty good. Might take some time to get used to, especially the hand loading and how it looks when you're aiming down sight with it while you're reloading. Well, I am going to need some time in game to really develop my feelings on these weapons, so be sure to tune in later tonight when we go ahead and stream this for a little bit. By the time this video goes up, I will hopefully be ready to stream pretty soon. As soon as we can, we're going to hop in this shit. We're going to play some games with Rat. It's going to be lit. Hopefully, Mrs. Funny's going to hop in with us too. It'll be fun. But anywho, thank you guys so much for stopping by for this quick little Season 8 patch update. Can't wait to teach you how to use some more weapons so you don't have to. And as always, I will see you all in the next episode. Bye-bye.